Hi, this is Shubhendu. Today, I wanted to talk to you about how do we conduct academic research? How do we write papers and how do we publish? Now, I have this is kind of a journal which I want to keep for myself so that it serves as a reference to me and also to someone who is looking for some guidance in terms of how do you structure a paper, what are the kind of ideas you should do, you should come up with for research and things like that. I didn't like really rehearse anything on this. I just thought that I'll have an open conversation and jot some of my thoughts. So the first thing is, why would you want to do a research, right? That is something which is at the core of it. Um, I'm not talking about why should you do this research or any particular research. Um, I mean, before even we go there, the first thing which you should think is, why are you even looking at doing a research um, at all? I mean, as an individual, what is it that you are going to get out of this entire thing? Are you looking to complete a coursework? Are you looking to do something really tangible so that you can help somebody, so you can contribute to the academia, you can contribute a solution to a present industry problem? So, what exactly is it, right? Which is the prime motivator or prime motivation for you to do this research. Now, once you do that, once you find that out, that is very important. Finding that out is very important because through this journey, through this process, there would be a lot of things which would come your way. On, um, I mean, you would feel that it's stretching too much. There are a lot of things to do. It will start getting overwhelming at some point at the other in the entire process. So at that time, having this motivation of yours very clear in your head will kind of guide you through the way to see that you complete the project and don't leave it midway. So that's kind of a generic GAN, I would say. Once you are aware that, okay, why am I doing this research, then you have to think that, okay, is this research going to be, or the output of this research is going to be of use to somebody who is a practitioner, somebody who is an academician, or both. Right? Now, that will define the strength of your research. Right? Sometimes you probably are looking at a particular phenomena, and you feel that that can be generalized to another area. For example, you are seeing a trend which is happening in India or in your city, the city where you are living in. And then you want to say that anybody who is who falls under this particular criteria in terms of their demographics or their psychographics will also demonstrate this kind of a behavior. Now, so that is when you are taking that. So that, I mean, then you would have to see that somebody already done that kind of research at a global level or at a local level in their country and so on. And then you try to see what is it that they understood, what is it that you can take from that research, what is it that you can bring in as a new perspective. And then that's one kind of a research. The second kind of a research is that there is a global research which is already available. Nobody really did that in your region. So you can say that I will take all of that research. I'll just test out the research in my local geography, in my local city, or whichever state I am, and all of that. So then what happens is you will be able to then say that it's kind of a theory testing. So you are testing out the entire theory. So that is also something you can do. Now you can also, what you can say is, okay, I have observed A, I have observed B, and I feel that somehow A and B are connected. I do not know. There is some theory, some evidence somewhere that says that A and B are remotely connected. But then I want to observe that dependence. If there is no dependence at all, probably in the area which I am researching, probably in some other area, probably economics talks about something, probably philosophy, psychology talks about something, or so in some other area, literature talks about it. So you have to find out what relation exists. And in your area, if that relation does not exist in the kind of theories which are available for your area, then you can definitely take that as an area and say that, okay, I want to bring about a relationship between these two guys. I mean, not forget about causality. I mean, whether A causes B or not. but at least I will prove that A and B are related to each other in when I'm looking at it from this area perspective. So that is something you can absolutely. I realized just now that I was looking at somewhere else. I should have looked at the camera. But anyway, so we will do it the way I was doing. So having said that, so that is one. You can also look at it from another lens where you would say that okay, I already know that in this area A and B are related. Um, but now I am trying to say that okay, with some additional parameter coming in, which was not earlier a scope of the research, and that is how you look at the limitations of previous research. By when you are looking at papers, you start looking at what are the kind of limitations which are there in that paper, and then try to see if you can try to add in something which was called out as a limitation in the previous study, and then you can bring that aspect in, and I can still say that whether the research, whether the relationship between A and B, or fictitious variables or constructs, are they still existent or are they impacted, right? So at that time, or you can also say that okay, probably you are saying A causes B or A and B are related. I would say that it is not a direct correlation or it's not a direct relation, but it is actually a mediated relationship. So what do you mean by a mediated relationship? So we will get into all of that. I mean, just for the simplicity of the discussion, think of it this way: that if A causes B and B causes C, right? Then B becomes your mediator. So you are like, it's not that A directly causes C. A causes B and B causes C. So you can say that B is mediating the relationship between A and so anyway, so those are some of the things. You could bring in a new mediator. You could bring in a moderator. Moderator we just spoke that so suppose there was a relationship. Now there is something which is impacting the direction or the strength of the relationship. So, for example, I like whenever it rains, I like to buy something, right? So it rains is my IV, and I like to buy something that can be my DV. Now, if my moderator is that, if I have and all of this, of course, online. Now, the speed of the internet becomes my moderating rate. Now, imagine I mean, I want to buy something, and then the speed of the connection is really high. So then it will go through. I mean, there would be there is nothing stopping me from buying that. But if the speed of connection is low, I will try once, maybe twice, and it is too slow. Then I'll say that, okay, I'll not buy. But so what happened was the speed of connection, even though it is not related to either the weather when I wanted to buy or the product which I wanted to buy, um, is not connected to any of them. But then yet it moderated. So there was no connection with the moderator of the moderator to the IV or the DV, but then yet it impacted the relationship. Right? So that is how you say that okay. So these are some of the things which you can do. So this is how you identify an area. It can also be like you have a hunch about something. Say suppose you saw something on social media. You saw that people are liking some of the social media posts, and you feel that okay, I can do something in this area. Why are people liking this post, or why are people scrolling past, or why is this person, whenever he posts, he has only 5,000 connections, and then but whenever he posts, there are some 100K likes, or so. um, you want to theorize something, right? You want to say that okay, based on this particular instance, I want to generalize it and build a theory. So when you so you can do that as well, right? So how do you generalize? For that, you will have to start looking back and see in literature, not just academy, not just the real observation which you had, but also you have to look back at literature and say that um, what have people talked about it? If nobody has talked about it, whatever you are saying, it's highly unlikely. It's highly unlikely. Somebody would have definitely talked about some of the things related to it. At least having someone influential talking about in social media. It has a credibility of the person. So a lot of things will come in, right? So there will always be a literature, always be literature. Um, Now, you should have access to some of these databases and all of that, which will give you access to all of these papers, which you can search by keywords, by authors, by the journal, um, by the theme, by the tags. There are so many things you can search the papers with. Once you know that, okay, this is really a gap and nobody has really filled it, right? That's when you say that, okay, I will pick up this topic and I will start doing research in this area. No, that's how you pick a topic. That's how you pick a topic. In my subsequent videos, I will also talk about once you define a topic, what are the things which needs to be done. I hope this video was helpful. It's a quick, short video. Hope you find it helpful. This is a very generic video as well. I did not really rehearse and put through this video. I thought that I'll just open it up, and then if you have any questions, I would like to keep it very conversational. If you have any questions, if you do not agree, if you agree to some of the things which I said in the video, do let me know in the comments, and I will look at the comments. And when I'm recording the next video, I will absolutely cover some of these questions as well. Thank you so much, guys. Hope you liked it, and looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks so much. All right. So where do I go? Yeah.